Hey guys, this was literally a brand new towel. I had picked it up, to be honest, I'm not sure which store, if it was Marshall's, TJ Maxx, Ross, or exactly where it was at. But look what happened after the first wash. So I looked through my fabric and I found one that would blend nicely with it. And so I've cut out, just like I would cut out binding. And I've already done one side over here, so you can see it matches it just fine. And the top and bottom are great. Rarely do I have a towel ravel at the top and the bottom. But this side that I've already done just had a little bit. So it was pretty easy to do. I didn't have to do a lot of cutting and trimming. This side, on the other hand, has so much that I'm literally going to just cut off the little bit that is left. And we're going to start with a raw edge of the terry cloth. And then I'm going to put it on just like I did this one. Okay. So, after I cut off the really bad part, I saw that it was kind of lining up with after it would be folded. So I'm going to leave that at the top up there. And there's about an inch at the bottom I'm going to leave. That way I'm not running into an issue with this bottom that's already folded over. So I'm just going to do just like I did the other one. And this is the back, so I want to flip this over. And I'm just going to put raw edges to, well, first I want to fold this in. And then I want to tuck it down here just as close as I can get to the edge. And go ahead and clip it. And I'm going to work my way down, adding clips. Now that I have clipped all the way down, I cut it off so that I would have enough to just fold up in on itself. That way at the bottom, I'm not going to worry about any ravels there. Okay. Pull that together. See if we're up in there enough. And you can see I could actually fold up just a little bit more so that there's not too much. I'm gonna go ahead and cut just a little more off. Okay, so now that we have that taken care of, we're going to come back up to the top and sew it down. Oh, and I am using a walking foot on the machine, just like you would use if you were quilting or anything that's got a lot of thickness to it. The walking foot is very helpful. You don't necessarily have to, but it's definitely very helpful. Okay, and now we're just going to fold it over. So where I've sewn there, I'm just going to fold it around it like that and clip it again. Now this side, like right up here where I still had a little bit of the original towel, it's a lot thicker. But once I get down to the bulk of this towel where it was all raveled out, that's a lot thinner, so it's going to be a little easier to sew. But I'm still going to keep the walking foot on because it's definitely very helpful. Oh, now this one I see where it came off just a little bit there, so I'm going to make another seam. There we go, and back stitch. And if you want, you could do the other ends as well. I just don't think it's necessary. I will trim that off right here where it's coming out the edge just a little. Alright, so brand new towel saved. I just wanted to show you guys how you can fix things like that very easily with just a few stitches. And also I wanted to point out that if you were trying to customize some towels that you had bought for yourself, or maybe as a wedding gift, a housewarming gift, let's say for example they use daisies in their kitchen or sunflowers, you could take that fabric and buy a basic towel and then edge it with that fabric so that it does make a custom towel for their kitchen. You could always use you could also use Christmas fabric if you wanted, and make a set of Christmas towels out of just a red towel, a white towel, green towel, whatever you may be decorating with. So it's just that quick to do it. So I wanted to make sure I showed you guys this in case the same thing happens to you. You think you're getting a good deal on these towels, and after the first wash, they ravel out on you. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you next week.